Hey, this is Co-op Love, and this is my recommendation for two local co-op games you can play with your SO or your grandma or, whoever you are happen to be playing video games with. But these are two games my boyfriend and I have played, and we really enjoyed, and I thought it might help people who really aren't into co-op gaming to get an idea of what we look for in co-op games and what we find to be good. And I'm going to do a review of two games. The first one is Resident Evil 5, which was an awesome, awesome game. Now, my boyfriend and I have completely different tastes in games. He likes strategy games, and I like first-person shooters. Like, that's the way we pretty much divide up. And despite our differences, we both really enjoyed this game. We really enjoyed playing it. And I've played every Resident Evil game. I know the whole story. And my boyfriend has not. That didn't really hinder him from enjoying this game. So if you if you want to play with your girlfriend, or you have a friend who's never really gamed before, which I don't even know if that's possible, but if you want to get them into gaming, but you're afraid like they won't enjoy a story, this is a good game to pick up. In this game, you don't have an inventory you can root through while you're playing through a board. You pretty much load up whatever you want into your 9 slots, and then that's all you have for that board. Now, my boyfriend and I have played the crap out of this game. We've played it so many times. We have every gun. We have every upgrade for every gun. And so when you first start playing through, you're probably going to have a much emptier inventory than we have right there. But it makes the game fun because you're actually working towards a goal. Like for my boyfriend who likes to play RPGs and stuff, this gives him something to look forward to, upgrading all the weapons and getting all the weapons. Another thing about this game is you always have to be kind of close to your partner. You always have to work together, and that's what we really like about co-op games, where it's not just the two of us running off and, doing whatever. We actually have to remain kind of close together. We have to work together, and that's one of the things about Resident Evil that we really liked, is that it really keeps in mind that we're two players playing together, and there's certain things you have to do together to get through the game. Especially these parts where you're separated. You have to be much more careful when you play through these things where, like, Shiva can only get to that spot, or Chris can only get to that spot, because your partner can't run over and heal you. And for a player like me, who likes to run in and just shoot everything, that can be a problem. It definitely teaches you to turn it down a notch when you're playing. But that's not a bad thing. It makes you work together, but it doesn't feel like it's shoehorning you into working together. And that's one of the nice things about this game. Also, you'll notice that this is 2 separate screens. And once you'll see the split screen for this game, which is, of course, Borderlands, which is a gorgeous game, you'll see why that's a big difference, and why preferring one to the other might steer you away from other games of that same type. So this is Borderlands. This game is absolutely gorgeous. I put the whole intro to this game in because I think it's absolutely, like, Gearbox did such a good job with this game. The story's kind of crap, but the game itself is so much fun to play. We've played through this game like 2 times. And then when the Game of the Year edition came out, we went and got that. We're going to play through it again. It's such a replayable game. And the world is a world in and of itself. That it's so original. I mean, and it's a funny game. It's a funny game. And that actually makes up for the crappy story, because the characters are so alive and so unique and so rich. Like, Scooter is awesome. Most of you have probably played through this game. You all know that Scooter is probably one of the funniest characters in this game. But anyway, so there are 4 different character builds, and played through. I think the first time I played through, I played the soldier, and then I played the siren. And now I think we're going to play through again, and I'll probably play Mordecai, play the hunter. But that's one of the things that makes the replay value of this game so high. And especially with a co-op game where you might, like, if you're anything like my boyfriend and I, you don't agree on what you want to play. Like, he will not play Call of Duty with me. He just hates that game. And I'm absolutely not going to play Sins of a Solar Empire with him, because I hate that game. So this is a game we can play through over and over and over again and still have fun doing it. Now, as you see, this screen is split. It's completely split down the middle. And one of the things that actually works out, because the local co-op is played on a split screen, is that you can play it actually on a much smaller screen. You wouldn't think that was true. You would think it would be Resident Evil that you could play on the much different, smaller screen. What we found from playing is that we can play this game on your basically average computer size flat screen monitor with no problem. Where Resident Evil, we couldn't do that. We have to play it downstairs on our much bigger TV screen, our like 42-inch. But that's just what we found. Brandon would prefer to play a split screen like this. I'd much rather play something like Resident Evil, unless it's executed poorly. Like Lost Planet pretty much had the same type of like screening as Resident Evil, and we couldn't play that. It was just absolutely crap because they wasted a whole bunch of the screen on putting a little map on it, which was kind of pointless and made the game unplayable and local co-op, so that was stupid. But this game, it doesn't matter what size screen you're playing on. The problem with that is it doesn't matter what size screen you're playing on. You will always have to scroll through your inventory, and you're always going to feel like you can't see the sky. So you always feel like you're not seeing the whole game. So that's one of the downsides to this type of split screening. But that's it. And I hope this helps out anybody who doesn't really play a lot of local co-op, or maybe is looking for a game to play with their non-gamer boyfriend or girlfriend. I hope this helps out. So this is Co-op Love. I'm out. Please rate and comment and check out my blog. See you later.